How do that, chums? 'Tis I, Captain Steve, playing Elden Ring. And today, chums, I'm hoping to get to Volcano Manor. Now, I've heard that there is a lady in the lower parts of the lakes, reading the wiki, that gives you an invitation to said manor. Yes, and if you're lucky, it can teleport you there and save you a frickin' trek and a half. Plus, I haven't unlocked that area map-wise in the top left-hand corner of the map. So, yeah, let's explore the lower regions of this area of the lakes. So there's quite a few different sorts of islands around here that I have not yet been to, and I've put a marker on the very first one that's nearest to the spawn site that I do have, near to the Rose Church. Let's head on down this way and let's see what's on the first island within inside of this swampy area. I do love this fog and the ambience and the noises it makes as you run through the water. You know, I'll just shut up for a second. Boiled prawn shack. Very nice. Well, I'm just going to rest here for a second, and now we're going to go talk to this chappie.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? What the hell is wrong with you? You trying to start something? Piss off before I crack you in half.
Alright, okay. Well, it seems like I'm in North Antonia again, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a very stabby town. Yeah, it's my hometown. Right, I'm used to this sort. It's just a common greeting around here. So anyway, let's have a look around here and let's see if there's anything worth half-inching off this chap before we murdercate him. Because I am going to murdercate him. Because, you know, he's asking for it, basically, isn't he? Right, so here we go. You're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die badly. I'm just going to take a read of these to see whether there might be a chance this guy's a good guy. I don't think he's a good guy. Praise the crab. Okay, it's just random messages. You know what, I'm going to make the choice. I've already made the choice in my head. He was getting murdered as soon as he spoke to me. Right, so here we go. And murder time. Boom! Murder 1, murder 2, and murder 3. And you're dead. Heck yes you are. Free little air pumps with my jousting stick. Right, what am I going to get? Lovely jubbly. It's always profitable to be a murderer. Brilliant. Go on, right, and yeah, pick up these items. Ooh, got loads. Got a Blackguard Barbarian, an Iron Bull, lovely. Blackguard Iron Mask, and Raya's necklace. Oh, the lady that I'm looking for is actually called Raya, I believe. No, she's not. I don't know. She might be called Raya. Hopefully it's a key item for her anyway. Right, so let's hit on up the next island and let's venture on to the next island. Brilliant. What a lovely little adventure we're having. It's full of murder and prawns so far. Brilliant. Yeah, that's how every decent adventure starts, isn't it, I guess. Righto, let's head on over to here then. Let's see what's on this island. Island number 2 that has a giant octopus at the base of it. Okay, well that's not going too swimmingly, is it? Cool. Talking of giant octopus stories, I've recently done a Captain Steve Talks episode where I talk about Lake Vostok and a giant, monstrous octopus that dismembered people in Lake Vostok. Yeah, so Lake Vostok has actually been closed off to mankind for many a year. I'll say many a year, since the dawn of time. Giant 2-mile ice sheet that they had to dig through to get to it. And apparently it contained a B-monster movie monster that, yeah, you don't want to entangle with. This thing was freaking evil. Yeah, 33 feet long or something, 10 meters, something crazy like that. Anyway, yeah, watch that episode if giant octopuses take your interest. Right, well that island didn't really spike my interest, apart from there's a sign there that says try this at night or something, so maybe we might have to. Maybe we might have to come back here at night and try that. I wonder what we're going to find at night time. Right, anyhow, I'm going to press on. I mean, no one's got a point of grace on. We can always come back here in the southern area of the lakes at night. Right, so let's head on over here. I mean, I could have just rested there till night time, couldn't I, just thinking about it. Right, let's head on over this way then. To the next island we go. Island hopping Captain Steve on a glorious adventure, murdering pawn vendors. Right, so head on over here. Yeah, pawns is in like the shellfish, not like the magazines or anything really dodgy. Right, okay, awesome. Hello there. I go. Right, we're going to just nick this, whatever that is, I'm having it. Dexterity not crystal kit tier. Very cool. I'm not a dex build, but yeah, I'm sure that could probably help somebody out, maybe. Right, anyhow, next island. I can't access my map at the moment. It says that I'm in combat, even though I just robbed those guys. I didn't combat them. Right, so we've done that island. We haven't done this one, But you see that sort of like gold thing that's in the water there? That looks like some sort of, I don't know, oil pumping station or something, doesn't it? It looks like we're in Texas. There is a nice little tiny island next to that. I'm wondering whether that might be the one. Okay, well, we've reached this island, and there's nothing here at all, is there? There's a tree. We'll have that. Thank you very much, tree. Yes, nice little shrubbery. What does this sign say? Let's have a look. Ah, detour. Oh, fudging heck. Right, okay. You know what? I'm going to go for that little island up by the thing over there. Yeah, I'm going to go to this little island over here first. That one there. Then we've cleared all the top area and done all the islands in the top area. Then we go to the lower swathe, or else I'm going to forget which islands I've bloody done. I know it's a bit of a backtrack, and it is the smallest island, and it might not be anything. But you know what? On the wiki, it did show like this little, almost looked like a little pagoda that this lady, this NPC was in. This is it! Brilliant! This is, yeah, I recognise this from the wiki. Brilliant, awesome. So this is the lady we need to speak to. Right, well, let's interact with her. I'll let you enjoy the dialogues.
Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another. Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please. I must have the necklace back. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back. Oh yes, that is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya. In the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor, I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished, seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erdtree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erdtree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and one more thing. Only for you. This land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the high road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff at the base of the valley. Near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again.
Well, she hints that she's going to be over by Atlas Plateau. Now, I have already activated the Lift of Dectus. I've got both halves of the medallion. Chikapoom. I can go show you the animation again there and see if we can meet her at the top of the actual lift. Or she did say to go through the ruins or the mines. I've done that too. There was a lava dragon in there that I had to kill. So I've done that. So, yeah. Where's her letter? I'm looking for her letter. I'm not seeing it. You can see that I've got the Dectus Medallion. I've got one half of another medallion, but I don't know where that unlocks. I'm going to have to go on the wiki and search that out. Righto. Yeah, the wiki is your friend, people. I'm loving the wiki. It's such a cool guide. Anyhow, let's pop on into this menu and let's see if we can find that letter. Let's just read the letter to see if it gives us any indication of where I may have to go. But I think I know where I need to go. I need to either go to the top of the Dectus Atlas Plateau. Seek the Atlas Plateau in the realm of the Erdtree. So there is a giant Erdtree right at the top of the mountains, but I haven't ventured all the way up there yet. Okay, so let's jump on over to the Atlas Plateau, and we'll go up the Dectus lift, and we'll also try the opposite side of the mines, where she indicated she may be. So, right, so that's the mines over there. Now, when you go down into the mines, you have to fight yourself a lava worm, which is that guy, the magma worm, and then I came up by this abandoned coffin. So if I was to travel through there and be victorious, that's where I'd imagine her to be, or she might have been where the worm was that I once offed. But I've already checked where the worm was, and she's not there. So I'm just checking by this coffin. Let's have a quick look by this coffin, see if she's around here. So having a quick gander around, I can't see her near here, and I have backtracked on myself and gone back down to where the worm was. Like I said, I couldn't see her there. I can't see her anywhere. If you go too far up this hill, a giant dragon jumps in. So she's not there, so I'm going to try at the top of the lift. So here we go, let's head on up. Now apparently she does spawn at the top of this Atlas lift, according to the wiki, so we're going to jump on over and take a look-see and see if she's actually there waiting for us. Again, there was an image of her standing. There's two giants at the end of here that sort of protect this Atlas plateau, like giant archery ones, I believe, and she was just to the one to the left as you go up the lift. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy this little cutscene. Isn't it glorious? Reminds me of Never-Ending Story, you know, where he has to run past the oracles that zap them, and yeah, coolio. Or Jason and the Argonauts, where the stone statues come to life. She's not there. So where that message is usually where she's standing. So that's a little odd. I wonder if I interact with the message that it says that she should be here, but she's not here. Well, that'd be freaking half decent. And a lot of these messages aren't. So let's have a look what this message says, because this is where she's usually standing. There we go. Abundance ahead. Right, great. Well, I have got abundance ahead. I've got one heck of a freaking journey now, I guess. Because basically, I have ridden around a lot of this area already. But I think the Volcanic Manor is right on top of a hill, and it's miles up into the left-hand swathe of this map. So you have to sort of go through all the lower end of the map, circle back round on yourself, climb all the way up this mountain. Oh, this is going to be fun and a half. Okay, right. Well, I have actually unlocked a spawn point towards where there's this sort of big lake with a giant skeleton sort of thing that crawls about in it. One of the death sort of agents. There's a bloke on a boat and he calls this big giant skeleton in and it kicks ass. So it's this sort of pond down here. Hopefully you guys will know exactly where I am. But if you stay over to the right hand side of this and just circle back around, that's where you can sort of take your channeling up through this area. So there is a point of grace just around here, which I'm going to be hitting up in a sec. So it's just about around here. So I'm going to hit up that point of grace, and this is Mount Gelmir. You know what, I'm going to speed the footage up from here on in. I think if I speed this up to about 3 times the speed, you should be able to keep up with exactly where I'm going and what's happening. So here we go, let's get on my horse, and we're going to be going past a load of these flame plumes that come out of the ground. Well, okay, as you can see, there's a couple of points of grace and a couple of points of interest. So it looks like there's another way into the Sea of Caves, which is quite interesting. There is also a waypoint marker there that I just placed that looks like you can unlock a nice swathe of the map. However, it looks like you've got to go up the mountain, around the mountain, so I think it's quite near to the Volcanic Manor. It's actually on top where I need to go to unlock this whole map fragment. So you know what? I'm going to get to the Volcanic Manor, then I'm going to do a separate video on how you unlock that area of the map from the Volcanic Manor. Okay, so let's head on this way. I'm heading round the side of the castle here, people. So heading round. Now those green cannon things, if you can get up high, like I was on the ledge just above it, and jump on top of it, you can actually plunge kill it with one hit through the roof of it. You need to get away from it because it actually explodes. It's pretty darn gnarly. Anyway, just keep heading round and going, keeping to the left. There was a mysterious glowing statue there with a big... I didn't hit it or anything. There was too many meanies around. There's a little shack here, the craftsman's shack. Again, there's another sort of save point there. So after I've unlocked all this area of the map, I might come back to each of these hotspots and do little mini adventures and see if I can find anything interesting around here. Because at the moment, I'm just hammering it through. If I see any sort of purple drops or sort of light bluey type ones, I am picking them up. So I'm getting quite a lot of loot. And this is quite an interesting point. So there's a point of grace here just by all of these wizards. And sitting right there is a wizard that doesn't appear to be a bad guy wizard. You can interact and talk to said wizard, even though he doesn't say anything. Look, his hand's moving really slowly. Like he's going to give me something. And he has! He's given me the Comet Azure. That's one of the best glintstone magic abilities going, but I think it costs something like 50 intelligence or something mental, and I've just restacked my character and moved away from an int build. Yeah, I'm now a an arcane faith build now, but yeah, that would be a lovely spell if I was still an astrologer type. There's like a mausoleum here, which I thought, well, I'm going to head into, because normally they've got a point of grace as soon as you get in there, just to add another waypoint so I can come back at some point. So yeah, big lift shaft that takes you down into here, and it's called Gelmir's Hero's Grave. Now, because it's a hero's grave, I'm hoping it's got heroes loot in it, so I'm definitely coming back here. I'll do a whole video on that. I'm going to explore that in full at some point, so keep tuned. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit all the freaking buttons, just go mental on the buttons. Right, anyway, yeah, hit that notification bell and the like and all that sort of shenanigans. Anyhow, there's a ladder here, but as you're approaching it, you see this creature, Spider-Man, off the top of the cliff and land down behind. Look, it's one of those things from the very start of the game that completely tore as a new one. That was part of the actual scripted death scene, if you like to call it that. There's some people that killed it. Yeah, well done you people that are freaking awesome at Souls games. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't kill it. There's a vendor here as well, and he's very hungry, and he begs you to buy something, so I bought a couple of things from him anyway. Not that I really needed them. However, I do need one of those stone key things for gargoyles to unlock stuff. And I'm heading up the ladders. There's a lot of ladders, but this is taking us up and away, because that's where we need to go. We've gone round in a giant freaking U-bend on ourselves on this one, chums, because we need to get over to that building over there. So we're going to go across this manky little bridge. You would have thought if this giant manor, they would have done something about the journey there and maybe replaced that with something a bit grander than a freaking rope bridge. And there's this thing sitting in the crater there, some sort of alien dog that freaking tore me a new one. That actually made me jump. I nearly brown trousered myself when that happened. I thought I was well away from him, and boom, dead. Freaking mental. The range on this guy, I thought, you know what, I'm going to kill him. No, he freaking tore me a new one before I could even summon my spirits. He already had me dead. So I'm just going to ride past him. I am going to try my luck at him again at some other stage. So stay tuned for that. But I think I'll be going back once I'm used to this build and maybe perfected it a bit. So inside of this manor, I'm hoping to come across the blood sword, which helps you get back HP. Then I'm getting back HP and FP on kills. I'm still going to use this giant sort of trident, but the sword is going to be a secondary item that I can swap to. I'm hoping I've still got the endurance to sort of carry both off. I am liking my look though. This sort of red face with the blue cowl is looking pretty nice. Anyhow, let's head on in. I would like to get more red, white and black, like my logo-y colours and things, you know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Elden Ring, it has to be said. The more I play it, the more I like it. I gave it like an 8.6 out of 10. I still stand by that because I still feel some of the controls could do with some work. But yeah, anyway, let's interact with this lovely lady and I'll let you enjoy the cutscene.
Visitors to the Volcano Manor without invitation. Fascinating. and not unlike another guest we had long ago. So, Tarnished. Have you ever harbored doubts about the burden of grace and the dogmatic ramblings of the Fingers? If you have, why not join the Volcano Manor and fight with us, rise with us, against the Erdtree?
I'm getting bad vibes from her. It's almost like Cersei, and you know Cersei who's got that golden knight that follows her everywhere. She's got one as well. This is very Game of Thrones, but you know what? I'm loving all of this lore, and I'm loving Elden Ring, and I'm going to be exploring this manor live on the Monday. It's Monday today, so you're probably going to see that before you see this with Inside of the Playlist. But hopefully it all makes sense in a disjointed way. Anyway, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.